So, my friends, are you ready for colonization to take effect? I will basically have to use this opportunity to get as many as I can and as much territory as humanly possible. Because soon every single person will be wanting to do this. I could try to delay Germany here, just so that I can take the areas beyond, since I don't really have the ability to colonize anything beyond here. And frankly, Netherlands and Spain does not seem very, at least currently, capable of doing any sort of expanding here. France has started, but they are far away from where I want to go. Basically, I want the Congo. The Congo is important, and I want it. And I will help my dear friend and allies here to invest in more factories. Of course I will. And they're getting factories a bit of everywhere, so hopefully, it will get enough workers to man them all. Okay, that's not good. Netherlands has started to become a bit of a bother there. Tanganyika. And Spain is becoming bothersome as well. How many colonial powers do I have available? 324. Some of them tied up into these things here. So, I guess I should focus here on getting my industry up on their feet. So when can I turn this into real colonies? Create protectorate 1890, the end there. Okay, so I will keep the Netherlands away from doing anything here, and hopefully I will reach the Congo in time. The problem will be Spain here, but I think I can take Congo Orientale before and then go and challenge Spain. There should be fine, I think. Are they finally waging war here to take Ashanti? Clearly they are. Good job, you improved the map. So, I have now here to develop my outpost, and then soon I will have to do it over here as well. And somehow I got more available colonial power, I don't know how. Either way, soon Uganda, Congo Orientale and Bangassou will be mine. And frankly, considering how many things I have, I maybe will be able to take out the Netherlands in the fight here. Not at war, but, in this colonial... how should you call it? Run. Conquest. Race. Yeah, colonial race, that sounds good. The race for the colonies. They don't seem like they're catching up anyway. Unable to colonize 1890-10. Gurkhas, Askaris, and some other people. So when was this? It was soon. In 15 days I will be able to get some more colonies. Soon. Very soon. September. There we go. Create protectorates. Protectorate. Create protectorates. Protectorate and create protectorate. And then go past Germany here. And go into here and of course here as well. Everything just to challenge them. Because if I challenge them, I will be able to win, as you say. I can protect it here as well. Yeah, I forgot about these areas. Take a lot of the Sahara from under their nose. The British are a bit slow. It might be on purpose, or it might not be. I'm pretty sure that the Dutch will follow suit. Yep, there they did, with an outpost. At least my economy is doing a bit better now, which is good. If it continues to do it a bit better, I can lower the tariffs, which would be all's well. And I will need... I don't think I will be able to stop them in Kasai at least. So there will be an area that which I will lose, most likely. But I do want Congo Orientale, or Equator, I mean. It is very important. Very important. Cash crops. Let's see, Masindi. Where's Masindi? I'm terrible at writing because I can't really see the things. Masindi. There we are. Come on. So what are you producing right now, Masindi? No, I need... They want to change from coffee to wool? No. No way. Business regulations, sure, why not? So when is the next ones coming up? This one is going to create some tension. So when this one has reached maximum tension, I will just have to withdraw, but I won't withdraw until I reach maximum. There we are on here, and soon here we are here. Yeah, this will create some tension. I don't think they like this a lot. West Sahara. I will challenge here by the French. I am losing here, so gotta do addition here as well. Which great powers are at war? Is it the British? How slow are they at capturing Ashanti? Currently they're even losing. However, that's possible. I won't find out. I won't know. Will the Dutch follow me? It doesn't seem like it. Hopefully not. There's one less guy to fight against. I think the Spanish will not let me go here. We're losing in Equator. There we are. Not losing anymore. The next time I can add here is in... well, let's see. West Sahara I can add here, and then soon I should be able to add here as well. There we are. Add and add. Create Protectorate. Sweet. And now I can challenge the Dutch here as well. Perfect. So the Dutch fled and then tried to take Congo itself. I followed them. And now they can't anymore. And when you can add here, it's in the seventh month of the year. And this one is drifting further into a conflict with my dear ally, which I will not accept. I'm sure I might as well get this. Regimental experience is... I mean, it could be good. I honestly don't know really what that tech does, or the significance behind it. So, you know, it can't hurt getting it, is my logic. Especially since it's so cheap and I haven't gotten it before. Alright. So, I have Great Protectorate here, so I won against Germany on that front. I got this little area, and same thing here. So I could technically jump into this fight of Katanga, and you know what? Why can't I anymore? Well, I will join in here then. Why can't I join in here? I could just now, and I clicked and nothing happened. Timbuktu, I can create Protectorate here. I could challenge the British. I cannot anymore, for some reason. Honestly, there's little point in me doing this here. I don't think I will be able to get it. But as long as I have colonial points left, I might as well. Here we are. Here we are. And I'm losing here, which is not acceptable. I wonder how many points the Germans have. I think they have quite a bit to spare. This one I'm not so keen on building right now. Let's get some more administrative efficiency. Always gotta be good. So now there's 3 fights in the Congo. Otherwise, I am undisputed colonial champion. Heavyweight champion, one might say. I did win the colonial race for Africa. And since I'm of these countries the closest, I mean geographically, to the Africans here, I can relate more to them. I guess. Maybe not. I don't really know what I'm saying. And the British still have to take Ashanti. They might as well get Bornu while they're at it. Okay, now I know what I was trying to say. That my empire, unlike the ones of France, Spain and United Kingdom, is cohesive. It fits together. Like you can walk from Bosnia to Somaliland or Kenya or Uganda or Burundi or Rwanda. You can walk there. It will take you a long time, but you can. That's the point. You can. It fits together. It sits in one. No other empire can say that, especially not the British Empire being so disjointed as it is. It's basically like they took a couple of places and called it a day. Let's see, Equator. I'm losing here, even though I can't add until the 10th. I'm losing here, which is not acceptable either. I might do colonial war against the secondary power of Spain there. There we are. And West Sahara as well. Okay, what is this? The Heart of Darkness. And it was only when I saw how they treated them. The Ottoman Empire is in shock. As a major European newspaper published a report today on the condition in one of her colonies, brutal mistreatment of natives, corporeal punishment and repeated instances of bodily mutilation have all been established means of maintaining the colonial order in the colony, in mines and on plantations, which have all been kept outside the influence of the colonial office for an elaborate system of bribes and corruption. We accept full responsibility, because, I mean, this is not even an option, gain free infamy. For what, exactly? I lose 5 prestige, 20 I mean. In that case, it's not really an option at all. And they're fighting Oman and some other guy for what? Kafiri. I don't even know where Kafiri is. It's probably somewhere, most likely. I can organize a hell of a lot of things. If I want to, that is. So 2 years into the new colonial age, the battle rages on, and the British will be able to get quite a few areas here. For free, essentially. But it's good that they are keeping the Spanish occupied. Okay, let's get some business banks. Let's get this economy rolling. And now I will lower the tariffs a bit to help my industry. So I will lower it to 80% or 75%, which is quite a bit of lowering it. Anarcho-liberals. I invented them. I love that you can invent stuff like this. Like, you invented fascism. Great. Add here, and where am I losing? In West Sahara. How can I keep track of all these things? You know what? For the sake of the map, I think I will withdraw here and let France take it. Because, okay, it made it look worse, but at least now they can walk from Algeria to Senegal, and that is worth a lot. It's worth more than money can buy. The Algerian claims. Oh. I wonder why Algeria makes these ridiculous claims. I'm losing in Equator. I can't do anything about it right now, but I can go ahead here. How can the Spanish be ahead of me still? This is going to turn into a real war very quickly at this rate. But considering that the British are doing the other things here, I'm only doing it right now to stall them so the British becomes more powerful. That makes no sense. So why am I stalling them anymore? I did get this place and I secured Congo from German influence. Militant socialist terrorism. And there are quite a lot of them. Never mind, my armies can deal with it. No problem at all. I do have them a bit stationed around here, so they can handle things like this. There's nothing in Africa for anything like that, so yeah, just move along. I should probably withdraw here before I forget about it and then ends up in a crisis with Germany. So Germany, you got your territory here. Now you can challenge the British for supremacy in this region of Africa. I don't actually care at all. The most important part is keeping this fight with the Netherlands. But if it reaches a war, then I will withdraw from there as well, since they're allied to Germany, of all people. Spain, on the other hand, is only allied to Austria, so they're a prime target for me, well, basically kicking their ass. I did find an Egyptian tomb. Perfect. And when can I do this? It's the 22nd of August. Bulgarian independence, question mark. Well, it is unnecessary for Bulgaria to exist. I will not release Bulgaria. How about I never release them? Bulgaria is a populous area. I don't want them to withdraw. What the hell? Hungary? What are you doing? Let's get some public illumination and stuff like that here, so my capitalists do not spend any money on it, which they apparently already are doing. No money is spent from capitalists here. My economy has recovered a bit at least, so it seems the capitalists have recovered as well. Oh, come on, how much colonial power do they have? How can they keep up? And Germany will get this area, which is a shame. It will ruin the map. Because German Africa, as it looks right now, I mean, it looks nice. It looks decent enough. But it could look so much worse. And it probably will by the end of it. If I do organic chemistry and so on there, I can get bigger armies. And bigger armies could be useful. It's not necessarily useful though, but it could be. Could very well. Fight the disease with every available means we have. So what is this war even about? Oh, the King Empire, the second... I mean, one of the greatest military powers on Earth. Well, the 8th most powerful. Is at war with a hell of a lot of people. Mostly Russia. They're trying to take back Okhotsk. What the hell is Okhotsk? It's over here. How is this worth fighting about? Well, I don't think they will manage. And how can I build factories in other countries but not in my own? I don't like that. I'm losing the race in several places right now. Oh, come on. Come on. Netherlands. I want this. You can produce all kinds of, you know, rubber and stuff. in here. I guess that's why you want it as well. With this much, so I have so many things I can do here. So let's get, you know, at least 2 armies done. 8 and then a couple of hussars. There we go. And all of them should converge on Ladu, was it? Yeah, Ladu. And then be divided and spread across the growing Ottoman Empire, since it will be quite needed. So they did give up in Congo at long last, so there we are. I got the Congo. Good job, Netherlands. You realized your mistake and withdrew in time. And considering that Spain is locked in a fight with the British, which the British will not let go of, I can continue on the fight for Equator, which would be all well and good. And the 9th I can do this, there we are. I'm keeping up with you, Spain, give up. You're the last remaining stronghold here. And the British gave up. What the hell? So, will the British give up Katanga as well? No, they will not. They are keeping the fight. I think they're threatened by, well, Germany's #1 position in the world. And honestly, I got afraid as well. So this looks like it could become a crisis. And honestly, if it becomes a crisis, many things will happen. Considering I have a fairly good relationship with Germany here, I might as well increase the relationship a bit more even. If this turns into a crisis and a great war, well, see who joins which side. Could be interesting. Usually, you know, I would pull out in this situation, but it could become an interesting war. Hopefully not devastating. And it become another crisis in the meanwhile. That is good. That is good. That dissipated a bit of the conflict. And hopefully another crisis will flare up before this one turns into crisis again. The Spanish are a bit seeping in, like they're letting go of a bit. Before they were ahead, now I am the one ahead. And the next one will be next month, hopefully. That will mean me winning. Before it turns into a conflict. So the 12th I will be able to add here again. And what does this mean? It's not enough right now, at least. So even though the Spanish have mostly given up, it will turn into a crisis. Most likely turn into a crisis. There we are. There we are. There we are. Why is it not turning into crisis? Soon. Or maybe it's just waiting a bit since it was so soon since the last one. Is there a 6-month waiting period or is it a month between crises? Is it crises or is this just crisis and it becomes it's plural as well? So many questions, no answers. Sweden goes bankrupt. That's not very good of you. And Equator. Oh no, they did add. Crap. Where did you find that? When did you suddenly decide let's invest in this colony? I'm just waiting to see if this becomes a crisis or not. I'm guessing, you know, after, or maybe it's just because they're at war. So as long as they're at war, maybe it won't become a crisis. Of course, that makes sense. So I do have more time available for me to win. If they're at war, they might be a bit too busy to notice or care. Anyway, I have other things to do in the meanwhile as well. Let's move this army to Kigali so I have some troops a bit stationed a bit everywhere in the empire. And as well, I might as well build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. And 2 more. And then I will do the same in Europe. We're getting some more soldiers, and I won't mix... There we go! No crisis needed. Unfortunate, actually. Crisis did sound like a lot of fun. And I think the race for Africa is completed. I mean, just look at the results here. Transvaal and Orange is still alive. They're not actually sphered by anyone yet. Even though British, I think, will make a push for it. So, Natalia is even alive with all the Boer population. So maybe they will form some sort of, I don't know, South African Union or something. It is possible. It is possible. Let's get some cheap steel. Portuguese, Mozambique, and Angola are the same as pretty much they started at, as, you know, just a bit more areas, at least here in Angola. German, was it? East Africa is alive and well, and, you know, there's Somali Ethiopia is also alive and well. The British took Ethiopia. The Dutch even have some coast, so I don't actually have any coast to the Atlantic at all. I am so very close here, for example, is very close to the coast, but I have no coast to the Atlantic at all. I do have some Indian Ocean coast, but not that much. So overall, despite having a lot of territory, I only have, well, I have a lot of Middle East, Mediterranean coast and Black Sea coast, but not a lot of coast otherwise, which is interesting. I have almost entire Red Sea though, which while connected to the Indian Ocean, I count separate. Just how you don't really count the Mediterranean into the Atlantic. Anyway, so this was the scramble for Africa, and I think it was resounding Ottoman success. Don't you think so?